I'm Derik. I'm an addict. So growing up, well, first of all, my name is Derik. I'm 30 years old, and growing up, I have two brothers. I'm the middle child. I've always had a sort of not like an easy life. I always had a rough life, having to go and get mine. So when we were younger, we never had cars. We always had to walk. We don't. It wasn't that it was a bad thing. That's all we knew when we were younger. So we always had to go out and get me and my brothers. We went from school to school to school. Always got kicked out moving, etc. I had a lot of dreams growing up, but those things soon kind of got a little postponed due to my parents' separation. So we went to me and my brothers went to my grandparents at a young age. Of the ages of 5, my little brother, I was at 8, and my older brother was at 10. That's when shit started getting a little different for us, and it wasn't it wasn't fun no more. We had rules. Our grandparents were real strict, and it wasn't life just wasn't fun at all no more. We were fuck. Just couldn't get together. So I chose to rebel at a young age already, by at the age of 11. But before 11, I was playing baseball, all that good shit, going to school, getting good grades, and then all of a sudden high school came, right? And I just started slipping. Start off with smoking weed, choosing to kick it with the homies, right? I was very small, I was 5'1", and I was just kicking it with with my big homies. So I started smoking weed. It was fun, going to parties, all that bullshit. Yeah, fucking weed led to drinking, etc. All that good shit at the time you thought was cool. That's all you knew at a young age. So yeah, I went from drinking to at the age of 14, and then all of a sudden I go maybe 16 years old, 17. I finally got my shit back together, but then along the path, I was like a little tag banger out there. So I got caught up tagging. So they sent me to jail my first time at 16. I was in Los Patrinos Juvenile Hall. And that's my first time I've ever been to jail. So, yeah, and then very shortly I went back to the LA County when I turned 18 right away for assault with deadly weapon. And no one even got hurt. I just took a deal like a little dummy. I didn't even know what the fuck I was doing. I just tried to get out ASAP. So I already had that on my jacket. I had a lot of shit and violent crimes on my jacket that I didn't even commit. And I was like, what the fuck? I just didn't understand the whole process. So now that I got older and shit, I'm starting to learn. It took me about to this very day, 29 years old, to finally learn the fucking system and actually get it down to where I'm not gonna let them get the best of me no more. I'll fight my case. I always just skipped speedy trial and just straight went all in for take the deal. So I went upstate, and that's the end of the jail shit. I didn't want no more of it, So yeah, I got out. I had a bad problem with crystal meth. That's where I was going wrong. It never really tore me up as I thought, but when I look back on it, I was pretty shot the fuck out, doing stuff I never stole from my family, none of that shit like that. But I was real scandalous to people I didn't know, and yeah, I joined my hood at the age of 20. Yeah, I think 19, 18 around. Yeah, 18, 19, 20, some shit like that. And yeah, just one thing led to another, going from back and forth to jail. Now I really come up with a game plan, so I'm just speaking out my mind right now, But some experiences, fuck. I'm gonna show you guys how I got sober, right? Because in order to get sober, by the way, I missed the biggest shit. I have a son, right? Damn, I got a son, and that's what made me really decide to start turning my life around. And but yeah, my son is the whole reason why I'm here in the first place, and to get off parole. But along the process of coming here, along the process of coming here, I learned to actually love these people, and they're not just people, because my dad used to work here, so I already have a relationship with Scott. I know Daryl since I was younger. They used to put watches on me when I was a kid, so I have a little Roxy to help out my dad a lot. So I saw my dad going from never being around my father to actually driving around in the cars. He used to live right here down the street, so it was a little different, And yeah. So I decided I had to get sober, right? Got to get sober because I'm tired of going back and forth to jail, and it just wasn't my thing no more. I'm kind of getting burnt out, going out. I get off I do 2 months, 3 months, and I go right back fucking 3 next days because I don't check in because I'm running away from my professor because I'm high. I don't want to check in, and I keep wondering when the police officer pulls in, what the fuck's wrong with them, right? I keep trying to let me go. They ain't gonna let me go. So fucking it took I should just jail sentences to get me straight. So my son, I wasn't seeing my son for 2 years because I was fucking up out there. So I decided, you know what? Yeah, it's time I had just strap myself down for something bad happens to me. So I decided to check myself in here, give it a try. Why not? And damn, I gotta say, a lot of people, everybody's entitled to their own opinion. I'm entitled to mine. I really love this place, to be honest. I'm a friendly person. People, what is it? Was it a person? People person? Yeah. I'm a little nervous. I need to come over with a game plan. I'm just speaking. You know what I mean? Shit. Yeah. So Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, like all right, stop it. Yeah, so I decided, I gotta get my shit straight because I'm tired of being that little tweaker on the street. Well, people assume you're just a tweaker, like to me, the drug made me a better person. It made me real friendly and shit. But when you, but like, but when you fuck them, you're gonna get yours and shit. I got mine plenty of times, you know what I mean? But we go, how's Matt called the rabbit hole about that shit? Yeah, so yeah, it's like back to right here though, to the newcomers and shit. This isn't too hard to get done. I understand some of you guys are court mandated, don't want to be here, but like I said last time, there's a difference between wanting to be here and having to be here. And when you want something, you're gonna get it done. Me personally, I want to be here. I chose to be here. I could still walk out the door at any moment, but I choose not to because this is where I'm a better person. I look at myself in the mirror and I'm like, hell yeah, I actually love myself. You know what I mean? Like I'm not like going in the bathrooms all high as fuck, going like restaurant to restaurant, thinking that the hood is gonna kick in the door, fucking I can't even get my issue going on in there. Yeah, so yeah, you know what I mean? Like thinking that they're gonna kick the door down, fucking thinking everybody's plotting against me. I'm good on that shit. I like my life the way it is right now. I'm actually saving money and shit, and I'm not even working. I'm saving money, so it's like fuck. I never been able to save money before. Yeah, it's a slower life, right? It's you gotta have discipline right here because you know most of us addicts get perceived all as one as an addict, So, however, one addict out there messed up and made himself look like a lot of us get, how's it word? Like, we all get stereotyped as one dirty addict, right? Little dirtbag. Some of us ain't dirtbags, and we got a real good heart. So that's why when I finally came here and I got to see what an addict is for myself, like the actual people needing help, who are addicted to drugs, who have an addictive lifestyle, it's not too bad after all. So I learned to love people and I learned to accept people for who they are because I used to be the type to kick it in with my homies in the garage in a little small circle and just like keep everybody out. But like now I actually understand people and I've always loved people, right? But during my drug uses when I decided like I was in my own little cold world and I just wasn't a good life I was living. I was talking earlier to Rob about God, his understanding of God, and I got a good understanding of God because the God I was telling him about was I was telling him about the God I think of when we go to heaven is the God who's going to punish you for all of our sins that we committed, right? And he's like through the lake of fire. And he's like, I want you to forget that what you said and erase that. Try to erase that from your memory and think of God as a loving person who's always going to be right there, understanding you no matter what you go through. And he also said some more really, really important things to me that I might have can't remember it all right now, but it was three things. It's the obsession of the mind, right, about wanting to get high, and then it's the allergy to the body, and then it was the self. Hold on, I got the last one. It was not a melody, but a marada. Spiritual malady, right? Malady, spiritual malady, and that really stood out to me. I was like, damn, that right there, like made me open my eyes and. I was already in my little mood, right? Not in my mood, but in my little zone where I was just like not even into the God stuff, I just wasn't in the mood, right? But God, you always gotta put God before. But when I listened to it, I was like, damn, that shit makes some sense, right? And don't allow these evil people in your life. You always gotta at least don't just what's called the barricades. There you go. Like don't shut God out right there. Like always let him allow him to get into you whatever you're going through. Because even at your darkest of days, you gotta at least give him an opportunity to talk to you, to speak to you. It's my understanding of God. I've already learned that today, so I figured I should share that too. Thank you. And man, So back to my son. I got to see my son, right, and that was something else, man, because I haven't seen him since he was a baby, 2 years old. I went to his party and he could barely walk. You know what I mean? So I didn't really, and I got locked up for a year. Kept going back and forth to LA County, et cetera, upstate. And when I got out, I saw him. And I was like, damn, this looks just like me. Trips me out when I was a kid. Yeah, I was like, damn, that's my son. Like I made him, you know what I mean? It's something else because like I don't even realize I'm 30 years old sometimes. I'm like, damn, like when I look, I'm like, fuck, my life went by so fast, Like I wish I could slow down sometimes. Like obviously look how I talk, Yeah, what's up, Melvin? Oh, Melvin. Yeah, I just wanted to come up here, and just talk to you guys, to let you know that. So I tell you newcomers, this shit, I didn't think I was gonna be able to make, I mean, it's not really hard if you think about it right here. It's pretty simple. You get kind of like pampered in a way right here. The real next step is when you go out there and not even the next step, our beach is, I'm sure it's the same thing, just a little more discipline, but it's when you go out to the real world. The real world is when you have nobody holding your hand, taking you everywhere anymore. And that's when you really gotta show who you are, because you're gonna fall back to the recurrent cycle, or you're gonna go and make that changing move that you never made before. So me, yeah, I'm done with that little bullshit life. Like, don't get me wrong, I never forget where I'm gonna come from. I'm never gonna forget where I came from. I'm always gonna love my people, but I'm just gonna cut off a bunch of people because they're always gonna get me to square root one, which is jail, straight up. My party don't end till it's jail, straight up. That's it. That's it. Jail, or fucking hospital bed. You know, all fucking fucked up. Yeah, I can't just. I'm not a responsible party guy. You know, when I'm the last one out at nighttime, fucking, that's it. So literally 7 nights in a row. That's just how it is, and I still don't think there's nothing wrong with that. You know, but now I look back, I'm kind of like not embarrassed, not ashamed, no guilt, but just more like sort of like, fuck, man, disappointed in myself just for going out like that, like allowing myself to be on the street and like. Nothing wrong with being homeless, right? You struggle, but damn, no, sometimes like damn, for like a whole month or two, damn, you don't struggle that bad. But you know, like my family always taught me like don't like I had tough love and shit. Like um they'd rather close the door on me and show me a lesson rather than taking me in and pampering me. And I'm glad they did that because it taught me to be the man I am today because I am a man. I'm not a little boy. I'm proud of myself. That's all I can say is, and I'm proud of everybody here too. I went to the Fred Brown house with a lot of good people, and I see them right here. They're new. I've seen people leave, and I see a bunch of different energies. Shout out to my boy Robert right there, Alfredo. You know, everybody. I've seen a bunch of energy, and look, man. Let me just think real quick, because I ain't even thinking. I'm just speaking. You know, I'm not nervous. I just can't think. I'm just fucking talking. All right. What's that? 5 minutes, or that's it? Wrap. 2 minutes. All right. All right. I'll say a good message in for 2 minutes. All right. So, my message to you guys. Damn. I mean, I'm not. My message would have to be this. Check it out. You guys got to get your heads out of your ass. Honestly, excuse me for my language. If that's a little bit too like too straight. You guys got to get your heads out of your ass. And you guys got to get it done, because I could come up here faking the fucking funk and tell you what you don't want to hear, or you know, I mean, I'd rather have somebody tell me how it is rather than how they want it to be or how I want it to be, and it ain't ever gonna happen. You guys gotta want this shit right here. It's not gonna happen overnight. It's a day-to-day thing, and like David Smith, not my counselor, David Smith fucking says during my weekend classes, you need to learn one new thing each of these 90 days here, and if you can't even do that, then damn, then fucking try, bro. Like. I mean, that's a nice way to say try, you know. I gotta say some other words, but I don't want to hurt I don't want to hurt feelings, you know. But yeah, like, I see people leaving. Fuck, man, it's just this place just isn't meant for them. Some people. This place is meant for me. I feel like I really want a career here. Honestly, I want to be a drug counselor one day to help people because this is what I can relate to. You know, I can help people out. You know. Yeah, I want to help the next person out where I was at. I want to go pick him up when he's at the park waiting for his baby mom to come through and pick him up, and she ain't coming through, so, you know? I want to pick his ass up and let him know it's going to be all right. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Derik. I'm an addict. Thank you guys for sharing.